Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we are over on Kiasma's account. Again, big shout out to Kiasma. We do have the Zickus now at max. I don't think his rates were much better than the rates I had to get the last couple copies, but now we can test him. So first of all, I've done a little bit of playing with this. Kiasma's done a bit of playing as well. I don't feel like Zickus is like game-changing, like a necessary unit. I don't think he's going to take over any of like the top probably 4 priority positions in Stargazing. Once again, if you just really like him because he does have a savage design, go nuts. But unless we find some more out, he just seems to, he has okay burst damage, but he just seems to lack, it seems like he's about the damage, but his damage isn't insane, and he doesn't offer a hell of a lot of team support, like support CC. He just seems a bit damage dealing, but when you're just a damage dealer, you've got to have crazy damage in my opinion. So that's just the first disclaimer about him. We'll go through, we'll test some teams and see what we can do with him. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to just mention is we do have high deficit testing on Kiasma now. Big shout out to Kiasma for thinking the idea. He's pushed his tower to 13 billion enemy power, which is a much bigger deficit. I think we're at like 8 billion on campaign. So we do have this high deficit testing. Now this guy, I couldn't get him working at this deficit. I couldn't find teams where it was like built around him, except for like stuff like this, like throwing him into this kind of Lucretia team. There's nothing where he really shines. So that's why I don't think he's going to be crazy. We may have missed a team that he's crazy in, but for now that's where it's at. So we are going to play around at a lower deficit to sort of show the mechanics and stuff like this. So this is one of the teams Kiasma came up with. Now I personally think Morrow is a better hero than Zickus. I think they should have left him as the Hypergen and made him the light bearer. But you know, hey, it's good for us that we can get one of a decent hero. So Morrow I'm thoroughly enjoying. This team here, I can do attempts at this where he dies and Khazard dies, and these 3 can still do it. Like, these 3 are a really amazing combo together. The Mezoth and the Mahiro with the Morrow. But yeah, we'll jump in and we'll show you what he can do in this sort of team. We'll take a look at the damage charts and stuff like that. So he can live, as you can see, like this battle, those 2 died. Like you can still win this from here. I've had retries where this happens, and it's quite ridiculous. Oh no, we lost them hero. We might be screwed here. Actually, we might still do it. Let's see. Our Mezoth needs to stay a bit higher. Ooh, we might actually get this. Yeah, we've got it. Like I said, Mezoth could be like Mezoth's getting an upgrade for me. I really like Mezoth. I know from the priorities we've looked at, he's really low, but I really like him. But just to show you that this team does work without him, but we'll try and do one where he actually does some damage. Let's see if he can not die at the start here. We do have him on the Verdant Longbow as well. So here we go. It starts ramping up some CC. He has got that little bit of mitigation. Unfortunately, the totem landed behind the Mahiro, so he's probably going to get killed here. Let's see. He goes up, does his bit of damage. It's not the craziest burst you've ever seen. Like I said, it's okay damage. It's just not like completely game-breaking damage, which is what you'd really hope for. But we can check out his damage at the end of this. Okay, he did die, unfortunately. Let's just see. I think Morrow's easily going to win the damage battle now. But yeah. Let's just get it through. See you later, Thorin. But yeah, like, and this is the problem with him. It actually did reasonable damage, as you can see. But like, so sort of like the Mahiro up there with him, Mezoth up there with him. Khazard died really early. So this is the thing that I'm seeing. Like I'm really having trouble making him really shine and be like the man that's carrying the team. So we'll set up another team and be back in a sec. Okay, so here's another team. This is like and once again, I don't think he's going to be better than a Grizzle or something like that in this team. But it's just something that he works in. Once again, we're not the great deficits. Like I said, couldn't get him to work at that 13 billion enemy team power. But this is just an example. But you'll see from this one that I think Odin, depending on how the RNG goes, Odin will probably beat him in this one. He gets a nice injection off of the Grizzle, but like the team, like you could put just about anything else in the slot that he's in, and you should probably get a victory. Oh, unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it, Odin? Can you do it, Odin? Get them portals? Okay, okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got it. But like, when you look at this, so we'll see what the damage is like at the end here. So we look at it, and Odin, and this is the thing. Odin did more damage, had way more control, and like this is my thing. Odin, I just love Odin, but like when you compare the damage and consider the fact that Odin had all the extra control, the portals, the energy reduction, the energy resets, all that stuff, it's like he's not that great. Yes, he's got a little bit of survivability and stuff, but you're better off putting something that's tanky in that spot. So, you know, it's a balance, I guess. I guess he can have a unique balance in some situations, but that is going to be that team. We'll come back and we'll check out another team. Okay, so he was the final one that, like, when I first saw him, I thought it was like this was going to be a viable sort of team, which was like the sort of god comp, because he's got the passive where he has that debuff, and if they don't ultimate, they don't cleanse the debuff and they keep taking the damage. And I was like, maybe that could be a thing, but I really don't see, I really don't see it reviving god comp. I definitely think Tayleen's better in this. You could do different versions of it, but obviously you want the full energy cycle with this sort of team with the Aziz, and then obviously you've got that last slot. So I honestly think Saurus is probably going to be better than him in a lot of situations as well, but let's just go hit play. This was a very... the reason you're watching a replay is because I tried it a couple of times and I got a real clutch victory, so I didn't want to try and do it first time. But yeah, I just feel like... I don't know. His damage, like, he's the main damage dealer on the team, but he's not the burstiest thing, plus he doesn't offer any of that additional support. And yes, he's doing that extra damage with his debuff if the enemies aren't ulting, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the greatest thing. So wait till you watch this. We actually win this with 1 second to go. It's looking really good, and it doesn't have like the stability. Like from here, you think you can't really lose. Like if you've got a Tayleen or a Saurus in the team at this point, you're probably looking pretty safe. But you know, this one had different ideas. The Brutus got one spin out and completely shredded the whole team. But we did end up getting through it. So literally look at the timer. Look at the timer. 24 seconds. And we likely get Rowan into one more ult. And we clutch it with 1 second to go. So that is that team. Once again, let me know if you guys have found like a mind-blowing team for him. I just can't find anything that I think is really like warrants him to be a priority on Stargazing, except for the fact that he looks incredibly cool. But anyway, that is some testing. Like I said, I couldn't get him to work at the high deficits over in the tower. But yeah, if you guys have any teams, let us know. Still a pretty cool dude, just doesn't seem that strong, unfortunately. But thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.